As you can see, honoring our students can be quite a workout. It really is a privilege speaking to you today. Students, it's been 33 years since my high school graduation ceremony. Listening to commencement speeches, wondering when they would hurry up and get it over with. I was glad to be done with school, and I was so sure about my future. I was going to go to A&M. Okay. I was going to play basketball, and I was going to make $1 million a year. Back then, $1 million was a lot of money, you see. But as you can see, things don't always turn out the way that you'd hoped. I didn't become a world-famous basketball player, making $1 million a year. Instead, I found my true passion in life. I found that I was very passionate about teaching. I taught chemistry and physics, and I was almost as popular as Mrs. Restivo. After being a teacher for 20 years, I decided to go to the dark side of education. I became an administrator. As I said before, it was 4 years ago that I became the principal of Global High School. Graduates, your first day of school at Global was also my first day of principal of being at Global High School. You started the school with a look of awe and excitement as you were finally high schoolers. I started the school with a look of awe and bewilderment as I was the principal. Now, here we are 4 years later. You have the look of confidence that you can handle anything that comes your way, while I still have the look of bewilderment on my face. So, why am I telling you about my life and how it turned out differently than what I planned? I have 4 pieces of advice to give you. Hopefully, they'll come in handy one day. Please remember, it's only advice, and you're going to get what you pay for. First piece of advice, you need to be self-aware. Be honest with yourself and face reality. Know who you are. In your personal characteristics, what are your strengths and what are the areas that you're not so strong at? You can't be good at everything, so how can you fill in when you aren't? At this time in your life, this is one of the toughest things to do. We are all born with different skills and aptitudes. I was fortunate enough to become an educator using my skills of teaching to reach teenagers and to motivate them to accomplish great things in their life. Now, being good at everything is not something you can control. What you can control are your behaviors, how you look at life, how you maximize the skills that you do have. Be aware of your impact on the people around you. Do people feel better as a result of spending time with you? During the course of your career, your biggest accomplishments will be achieved by motivating and inspiring others. What we have accomplished at Global High School has been done by the motivation and inspiration of a team of teachers and administrators who collaborated with each other. But these individuals also took pride in what they were doing for Global. Do you have it in you to work with a team to create something greater than what you could do on your own? You need to develop personal credibility in your dealings. Do what you say you are going to do is not an empty phrase. Stand for something and have values. Be open to new ideas, have opinions and state them, but be willing to modify them for a better suggestion. Acknowledge the contribution of others. It really does reflect on you. Second piece of advice, get out of your comfort zone. Better yet, be comfortable at being out of your comfort zone. Push yourself. Before I was hired at Global, I was very much in my comfort zone. I modeled the classroom the way that I had been taught. I was the center of the educational universe in my class, and I wanted all of my minions to anxiously await every single word that I said, and I wanted them to copy it down in their notebooks. But I was willing to take a risk and try project-based learning, as well as the early college high school initiative, as well as the STEM school. I hired teachers and staff who believed in the process as well. We all took a chance. And take a look what's been accomplished. Most of you have your associate's degree already, and the rest of you all have college hours. This is really amazing. Be willing to take a chance, take a risk with something new. Remember, great rewards only come from great risk. Get yourself into the game. Be a participant, not a spectator. Don't wait for approval or for perfect knowledge. You need to do something. You need to have the confidence in yourself to take that chance, because if you don't, certainly others aren't going to do it for you. And there are going to be plenty of people that can tell you that it can't be done. Sometimes they're right. but also means that you have to be able to handle failure and rejection. Successful people have failures, sometimes embarrassing ones, but learn from it and move on. Several times in the last 27 years of my professional career, I thought my career and professional life were over, and it is, if you let it. Picking yourself up after a significant defeat or failure is really, really hard, but it's really essential. Don't let people minimize your goals or your successes. Learn from what they're saying. Third thing, be results-oriented. Have goals. To recognize that hard work doesn't always pay off. I know what you're thinking. I always tell you to work hard. That's because you were working on the right thing. If you work on the wrong thing very hard and have nothing to show for it, then your hard work was wasted. You need to recognize what it is that you want to do and work really hard at it. I've always liked the definition of insanity. It says doing the same thing over and over again but expecting different results. If you're not getting the results you wanted or expected, you need to change something. Global High School developed from the concept of what was traditionally done in school was not working. Now look what's been accomplished for doing something different. Be smart enough to achieve your results. Plenty of smart people get beat by others who are more hungry or take calculated risks. Recognize that you need to be the total package. Take responsibility for yourself. Other than the basic right to opportunity, you're not entitled to anything anymore. I often tell the students when they're in school, you have the right to a free and public education. Well, as of today, those rights are over. The only thing left for you is opportunity. The more you feel entitled to things, the tougher your life is going to be. That's just how it works. Work hard, but make sure it's on the right thing. And the last thing I would like to leave with you, enjoy your life. Know what you want out of life and go after it. Keep your life in perspective. Most crises aren't devastating. Things don't generally do look better in the morning. Just by living in the United States and getting a degree, you're destined to live more comfortable than 90% of the rest of the world. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take life's problems seriously. It does mean you should keep your cool. By staying level-headed and keeping problems in perspective, particularly while others are panicking or losing their cool, you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish, and you can become a leader. Don't live your life of regrets. When confronted by a decision, think about how you'll feel when you're like me, 51 years old, looking back on your career, wouldn't change a thing. Enjoy your work. It's fulfilling. There's a satisfaction in the human condition caused by striving to work towards an end. Don't go through life angry or resentful. Be able to walk outside, enjoy the warmth on your face on a sunny day, feel good about a walk on the beach, the joy of family and friends, the feeling of accomplishment. I would like you to concentrate on the things you can control and don't waste time worrying about what you can't. I've always taken solace in this prayer, written in 1932 by Reinhold Niebuhr of the United Theological Seminary in New York. It says, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Congratulations, graduates, Global High School 2013. Good luck on your careers, and remember, enjoy your lives. I would like to thank the senior class for the best 4 years of my career. It's been an honor.